Hi, this is Rick Eymer, and we're here today with Folashade Akinola and Abby Ericson. They are two CCS champions, repeat champions too, I believe. Folashade is a four-time CCS champion. She's our athlete. They're both our athlete of the weeks. Let's start with you, Folashade, four-time champion. Mm-hmm. Only one other person's ever done that. And so, I mean, how does that feel?
It feels really good to be able to work hard enough, all 4 years and just, continue to grow my technique and to, be or get where I am today.
Yeah, and Abby, of course, you didn't get to wrestle the final, but, I mean, we all know that you would have won. So, but because you've been there before and you've been to state, kind of just talk about the whole CCS tournament for you.
It was different this year than they've run it the past 2 years, but I really like the structure. Combining with the boys and the finals are cool, having the two mats. And I think overall the tournament went really well for us and it was smooth.
Yeah, I'll say, I guess you guys, 221 points or something. I mean, that's the best you've done ever, of course, and you keep getting better. Kind of talk about 4 years of the improvement of this team.
Each year we sit down actually and we talk about the goals that we want to attain for this year, and we look at the goals and what we were able to attain the last year, and we always try to build upon those. And so Coach Hong and Lauren and Evelyn do a really good job of making sure that we're on track and we're attaining the goals and doing what we need to get where we want to be at the end of the season. And so far we're on track.
And so, Abby, you've been to the state meet before. Kind of talk about what you go through when you get there and what you can learn from being there before.
I think knowing I've gone there for the past 3 years is really helpful. It calms my nerves a bit. It's a different venue than it has been, so that might be different, but overall I just try to stay pretty calm, take it like another tournament, and then just wrestle, go match by match.
Yeah, and a little bit of just to follow up on the 4 years here. I mean, what do you think about all that? I mean, how do you explain it all?
I don't really know. Like the first year I qualified, I didn't even know I qualified. Like I didn't know state was a thing actually, I think. And then just year by year I've kind of I just go match by match, I guess, and I've ended up there.
Yeah, and of course, right away everybody knew who Folashade was. You kind of made a real big splash as a freshman, and every year you've kind of had to set a high bar for yourself, and you've met it, I guess, so far.
Yeah, I've wrestled since I was in middle school, and so a little bit like Abby, I didn't really know what state was, and we were just wrestling match by match. And but once I found out, seeing all these like senior girls above me and what they could do, and like seeing their wrestling types, I definitely tried to go in and match that.
Yeah. Now you had to go through wrestlebacks to get to your place, to even get a shot at placing. Talk about the wrestlebacks. I mean, that means you lose one of the first couple matches, and then you really have to battle through it all. What is that mindset?
Obviously losing isn't fun, but you still have the same goal after that match, and you still go match by match, and you wrestle like it's your last match, because it could be the last match of the tournament for you. So you just put everything out there.
Right, and then even though it's for the fifth place, you still place. I mean, that's the sixth best in California at your weight class. So, I mean, what does that mean to you?
I'm not sure. I don't know how to answer that question.
Okay, well, obviously you want to improve on that, but is that kind of a motivating thing?
Yeah, definitely. The past 2 years I've placed 6, and my goals are a lot higher than that this year.
Right, and you can't set your goals too much higher. You came in second in the state last year, but of course there is that one last match. I want to ask you, because I've already, you don't really think about the last time, but how do you prepare for it this year in particular?
This year again, I'm just trying to work on my technique. I've always been strong coming in as a freshman. Strength and aggression has never really been an issue for me. So really, I'm trying to become more like Abby in a way. Just going into my matches a little calmer and with a little bit more control, and really focusing on that technique.
Mm-hmm. What is it like to have these kind of teammates? Everybody talks about how you guys are a really close-knit team. Kind of talk about that.
I love them so much. They're my family, and every time I think about, although I do love wrestling and I'm really excited to go to state, every match that I wrestle, I am closer to the end of my season, and that is a little bit heartbreaking just because freshman year, I mean, me and Abby really connected. All of the girls are just close. We're honestly like a family together. I mean, we're with each other. We're with each other enough to be an actual family. So, yeah.
You know, talk a little bit about, you had three of them finish second, Anna and Angie and Paula, is that her? Kind of talk about having them reach the championship match and then, but still going on to state.
It's crazy. Last year we had 6, and now we get to add Paula, and she was seeded 4th, and then her placing second was amazing. And all of them can make a huge contribution to the team, and rack up some big points for us at state. And everybody's going to do great, I think.
Right. You guys finished 4th in the state last year, and again, that's another goal, I guess. And how meaningful is it to know that, you know, I mean, you can be finishing on the top 3 maybe?
It's very, what's the word? I don't know the word, but it's going to be like relieving, I guess. Hard work paying off, and finally getting, well, we've had outcomes we want a lot, but finally getting to our peak, I think.
So we've been talking to Folashade and to Abby. They are Athletes of the Week, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And if you want to find out about next week's Athlete of the Week, just hit that subscribe button down below or visit us at pasportsonline.com.